Greetings, I am GoldenWing, and welcome back to episode 18 of Let's Play Space Engineers, where I figure out which button puts me back into first person. There we go, F6. So, I have been busy. First of all, I wanted to take a minute to just apologize for the lack of videos this week. Life got a little busy last weekend, and I very quickly found myself out of videos ahead. I wasn't that far ahead of the release schedule. So, to that end, and because I want to add a couple other series on the channel, I've gone ahead and rethought out the scheduling and how I do the editing and the timing of things. So this show will be moving to Fridays. So it'll be down to once a week, and then I'm going to pick up the other days with a couple new seasons I've got in mind. So, that is all I've got to say about that for the moment. So bear with me as I try and work this out so that I can bring the quality of video that you guys deserve, and make sure that I can also regularly meet the schedule. But as you can see, we've been, or by we I guess I mean the nanites, have been rather busy putting the base together. What we'd framed out, the glass looks great. I've been playing around with how I want to extend this or expand it. And I've got a little button over here I want to show you guys. Check this out. Look at that. That's our hangar doors. How cool is that? I added all the doors to a group and then just added them on that button frame over there. That is really cool. I like that. So we've got to, I want to figure out how this elevator deal works today, because I would like to figure out how to frame these windows in, because these two spots I've left open purposely to figure out how the elevator deal works, are the only thing preventing this room from being airtight. The hangar doors up here should suffice when they're closed. That's that. The other thing I was thinking about, though, is if we put the elevator right there, right in the spot we had sort of drafted for it, it's going to put it right on the edge of what ended up being this 45 angle. And it's going to have to face this way, so that when you walk in from downstairs, you can, walk in heading in this direction. So, that's well and good, but I think it needs to move back at least one block. This docking connector, this one here, this is temporary. That was just a form of convenience. I think the first thing I want to do is tear this down. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, putting it further back in the room is smarter. The next thing I want to think about is how this room works. So, the room is evenly spaced when it comes to blocks, so the elevator won't be centered in the room. But I do want to have... I was playing with colors too, by the way. I'm not certain what colors I want to make the base in the end, so... If you're thinking that kind of dingy gold up there and this white doesn't exactly go well together, I don't disagree with you. I'm just not sure what I want to do yet. I don't want to walk freely from the hangar into something. If we extend the platform out, this whole area could be pressurized. It'd be a huge area. Maybe we want that. Maybe dividing it would be better. Let's see if we can't figure out what that might look like. Extend this out a bit. I could modify that pillar to act as a wall. Yeah. That might work. We just add a room here. how big of a room do we need then? Guessing more than 3. That's not real big. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Can we get away with 9? Try 9. Yeah, and then we'll just run this the length of this room. Where did we come out? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? Am I one too far? I think I'm one too far. You go. We stretch this out like this, right? And then we make... How do we do this? We came up here. Let's take these 45s out of our pillars. Yeah, right here. Let's tear these out. There we go. We'll get those out, and then we can run full blocks here. What do I want to do? We want just a full block wall? Yeah, let's just do that. We can replace it with fancy windows later if we want. We'll just run a nice solid wall. And then we'll run that wall this way. Just like this. Yep. And I think these pillars will end up going all the way up to the top, where it'll frame in like this. I want the top of this to be just a big open platform that we can work with. Next ships I want to build are big ships. Oh. Maybe putting, you know, like a large platform and building all of the necessary, you know, manufacturing and kind of storage and all the bits and bobs like that underneath in a large pressurized room isn't such a bad idea. Okay, let me get some of this framed in, and I'm sure the nanites and Tim will give me a hand. They're already working hard on it. And I will check back in with you in just a minute. Cool. So, it occurred to me, I never did actually show you guys the mining I did between episodes. Check this out. 1.9 million, we are over a million of everything except magnesium. And stone. I was filtering out a lot of stone. But I did a whole ton of mining. Cool. Nanites finished that. Let me come up here and just show you this for a second. This is crazy. Take a look at my GPS points. I started labeling all the asteroids I was going to with AST and then their contents. But look at this, look. Right, asteroid, asteroid, asteroid. It took me forever to find an asteroid that had cobalt. That was the last one I had found. But, this came in super, super, super handy. And believe it or not, I've already got designs to build a better one. But super, super useful. And now we've got, well, I don't know. I'm not sure I'd say it. Stupid amount of supplies, but we've got enough for the moment. So this is all welded up. I left this hole here because this is our access underground. And I honestly just wasn't sure whether I wanted to make this into a accessible thing or not. I don't know. I think we just seal it up, and if I need to get access to it, we'll just break the floor. So, if this is our room, where do we put the elevator? That's my question. I think these pillars need to go. Let me get rid of those. Okay, that widens the room a bit. Why don't we put the elevator? Why don't we get the elevator? How about that? Got these BCZ, I think they're the clear elevators. glass elevators? I forget the name of them exactly. They're in the mod pack in the description. We need a hole up here. Put it in the middle? Do you put it on the side? Does it matter? Maybe off to the side does make more sense. Be like there, I guess? Go up here. Pop a hole there. I've got to figure out, one of these sides has a control panel on it. I can never figure out which one exactly. That looks right. Let's try that. Let's see. Pick the right height? I think I did. I did not. Awesome. So that's just not even close. Cool. Let me get this placed. There we go. I got the elevator put in place. Let's give this a shot. Up in, push the button. Nice and smooth. No jittery. I like that. Cool. Yep, that is exactly what I wanted. How slick is that? Up in, push the button. That is awesome. I was going to do this with pistons and kind of an elevator block at the top. But for one thing, the pistons don't go all that far by vanilla. And that works great. So I added a button panel here. Let's close the roof. That is cool. Alright. The other thing, now that we've got all of this, I'm just really curious. Nanites, you want to help me out here? Thank you. Oh right, this isn't going to work. I have air pressurization turned off. Let me turn that on. There we are. So with air pressurization turned back on, we've got pressurization. I should be able to take off my helmet. Look at that. Fill up on energy and all that good stuff. Cool. So we have got a pressurized hangar. Should be able to come back through here. Still shows us as pressurized. What's going to happen when I walk out of this? Could drop it, right? Yep. As soon as it opens the door. Cool. I can live with that. That is awesome. Now, what I want to get is some steel plates. And by some, I mean a lot. So I was sort of thinking how to shape this. I think what we should do is essentially make like an octagon? Yeah, let's do that. So how long is this side? It's 16 from this piece down to the other one. Plus 5 on either side, so that's 26. Let's grab this color just so I know, you know, which one's different. Came out like that. I think we'll want another 45 there. That'll be like 1. Okay, so we go 26 out in this direction. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Right? Yeah. Now let's do that on the other side. Came out like that. That was 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. What I'm going to do here is just to make sure that I didn't miscount. I'm going to connect these two sides. There we go. Okay. What does that look like from above? That looks reasonable. Right. Now, let's grab this line. We'll pull it back. Hopefully without, you know, killing ourselves in the process. Better go back and find that med station. Using my fancy pants elevator. Just forget that the nanites are going to try and heal me. Let's go back. This elevator is too cool. First floor lobby. Alright. So with that line in place, let's pull its mirror. And this will help us line up the angles on the other side. What I'm going to do here is we'll pull this out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we'll pull this one out. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's good. And then we'll do this. We'll add 45s here to smooth out this edge. Awesome. Looks like I even counted correctly. Fantastic. Do that on this side. How do we go right past that hill? I didn't really want to mess with that hill. I didn't have to. Yep. Good. Thinking maybe we'll mirror this large octagon platform on the surface and then wall it in like we did over there. That'll allow us to put all the assemblers and stuff down in the you know, in the insides, as it were. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. Yeah. I don't know that the measurements are perfect, but gotta be pretty close. Not sure I'm in love with the color. But it's easy enough to repaint. So we'll fill all of that in. I might want to think about this ground is rather unlevel. you know, if we were to try and continue the floor, right, we're going to run into some areas that that's going to be an issue. Not happy with that color. Let's just go back to white for now. We do this, right? I'm going to run into this problem where I want to continue it, but this little hilltop's in our way. Lots of ways we could get rid of that, but just want to be smart about it. Could build a little rover, maybe? That would just run along the surface and carve it out. Could bring the miner down. We used the clear function and did like we did at the tunnel on Terra. We could be real precise about clearing that. But I think in the end, what we're going to have, I think I am going to, what was it, Control, Shift, middle click? Yeah. Just change it all to white. In the end, I think these will definitely stretch down. There we go. And anchor into the ground at their kind of natural corners. This room would be really cool, this big room underneath, if we continued the windows, the big ones on the side. It'd be a real neat place to hang out and look around. Goodness knows we'd have plenty of space for everything. You could build another hangar over here with like a door. There's lots of space out this direction. You had one you could roll out the front of. You could have some like rovers. That could be cool. I like that plan. So let's see. We definitely want to fill in all of the middle bits. Let me fill in some of this top here. Just a second. Alright. Well, it may look a little funny, but... because nanites are hard at work trying to keep up with me. That looks pretty reasonable, though, when it's done. I like that. The, hanger door in the ceiling, that's cool. We'll have to work at this, which I was thinking about. What if we did it this way? If we build this platform out. Just a bit. Check this out. We'll build this out. And then we'll go get the miner. And we'll park it right on top. Alright, so I got our miner. Let's give this a shot. Come over here. We'll try and line up as best we can. And if I move forward and then run a clear, how bad does that? You know, that's not terrible. That would give us some working room under the platform. I just did this. It would not only level off that space, also give us some working room to maybe run pipes under that platform. I want to be careful, though, not to go outside of this boundary. Right? I guess now that I'm doing this, I don't really want to stop, because it would change the level. So, we'll just do a little terraforming. So it looks a little choppy, given. Let's put the miner down here. Take a look at it. It's a little rough, but I think that's okay. There's also a tiny bit that I'll have to maybe come back and fill, or not, I'm not sure. All of this should work out really well, though. Because now it'll be, like over here, it was a little tricky to try and lay all those blocks. But if we're going to run a floor here, this will be way easier now. And we're still anchored in, you know, to the ground, so... Yep. That'll work out nice. I'll have a bit of cleaning up to do, but we'll be able to add the floor down here, and then I'm thinking windows, just like we did over here. So this kind of big 3x3 side of windows will just extend all the way around. Yeah, and then we'll be able to expand our power and assemblers and storage, and it'll all be inside. Cool. Got our fancy elevator. Okay. But we are about running out of time here for today. So between this episode and next, I think I will go ahead and lay out the platforms, all the blocks there for the first floor as it is. And then we'll add... we could do that. Let's do that right now. Hang on. I know we're running out of time here, but unfortunately depressurized. That's okay. But I believe yeah, we'll do this kind of thing, right? We'll take one of the airlock blocks with that in place. And this will let us separate these internal docking bays, as they are, from the rest of the base, just in case we, you know, depressurize them, like we just did. Is done with my door? Done enough. Be able to just walk in here and open. And there we are. And that should act as an airlock, I think. Yeah. So our vent is struggling to try and repressurize this giant area. That is the plan. Alright, cool. So, thank you for joining me. Join me next time. We will expand the base. I've got plans for a large miner coming up. I want to try something a little different. We're going to do something kind of modular style. I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that yet, but it'll be fun. That's sort of why I want the large area up top, so that we have a big open area to work, and all of the resources under here to leverage that. So tune in next time, and we'll be doing more fun, cool stuff. Alright, have a good one.